Caw!
Hey, what's
Yeah.
up?
You can hear me? Cool. uh, Took a little longer than I thought. I just had to eat food. I hadn't eaten anything today. And then I had another problem with my computer, but I had to deal with that. Uh, Caw, how's it going?
Yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, yeah, I probably can't talk for more than like half an hour or something, but
Neither can I. I
you
I
know,
I have to teach a class at 5:30, so I have to get off here at 5:20 so I can get ready. um, Do you still have that like old world on your computer, the Painberry world?
yeah, I should. Um, I haven't logged into or checked on Minecraft in a very long time, but I mean, I didn't do anything that would lead me to believe it's gone.
Okay, cool. Uh, we should play that for a little bit. Caw.
Yeah, probably not tonight, but I mean, I'd be up for doing it another day.
All right.
I just don't have a ton of time.
Yeah.
Well, probably neither of us do. Like, I feel like to even start it up would, you know,
Take an
take
hour.
like 5 minutes. Yeah.
Hopefully it'd take an hour. Yeah. Oh, baby. I just, yeah, I had a busy day. Well, I had a busy day feeling sick in the morning, so I couldn't do anything. I had like diarrhea for some reason. It's been happening to me a lot lately, like this month. I don't know why. Then I had to go out and pay my rent, and I was worried about how much the rent would be. Uh, Fortunately, my rent was only $302 this month, so I had a little bit of money to buy groceries.
it it changes from month to month.
Well, the base rent is $200, but then the electric makes it different.
Oh, I see.
So the way the landlord likes it is I just pay the electric with whatever. I pay them both
Yeah,
at the
I
same
got
time. So I had to do that. But then when I went out, I forgot that my money was in a different bag. Uh, so I was at the ATM for nothing, so I had to come all the way back. And I'm playing Minecraft right now, and I'm seeing this like weird glitch where I can see through the mountain I live in, and there are dogs floating in the air. It's hot. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking like the longest time I've ever had off from work, like
Yeah.
since when I was unemployed at the age of like 21.
Yeah, that's hot.
Be the longest I've had off from work. I think the longest I had off from work at any point before that was about, I think I might have taken 6 days off once, when I had third shift. Although, in that case, it technically wasn't days off, because my only way, for several years when I was working third shift, the only way I could get a day off is to just trade it to work a different day.
Yeah.
So technically, no matter what I did, I worked the same amount of days. So I actually had nothing that was actually time off, like it,
Yeah.
But my new job is incredibly annoying in some ways, but I do have a fair amount of vacation. The company that bought the company I work for treated me as though I had worked for them for 13 years as well. So I got a lot of vacation days,
Oh, that's cool.
20 days a year. But I also, because I wasn't able to take vacation days last year, they were supposed to roll over my days that I didn't use last year, which would be like another 10. So I basically would have like a month of days off this year. But the other kind of cool thing they did is when they purchased our company, I basically dug my heels in the ground and said I didn't want to switch from my 4 on, 4 off schedule.
Yeah.
Like, I said I much prefer working 4 10-hour shifts than having 4 days off. Like, honestly, I would work 3 12-hour shifts and then have 5 days off if I could. Like,
Yeah, I did that at
just to,
Acme.
yeah, just to get it out of the way, because I don't know, every day that I work, it basically ruins the rest of my day anyway. Like,
Yeah.
so I'd rather just do it all in the shortest amount of time possible. But they not only let me do that, but they actually switched over everyone else on second shift to my schedule. Um, I guess like it's a foreign idea to me, but they actually acknowledged that it was like a better idea. I'm not used to like bosses doing that, but
Yeah.
um, I mean, there's still a lot of problems. Like they keep fucking up my paycheck, and they're so
Oh yeah, my company does it
bureaucratic
too.
that what's that?
Palfish does that to me too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're so bureaucratic that I wrote them. I wrote them an email. Well, I've written several now about my vacation hours rolling over that they never like rolled over for me since November of last year, and they haven't responded to it. And I've written them like multiple since then about that same issue. And then they also keep screwing up my check, and I wrote them about that like a month ago, and they're still not responding, and they owe me like $350 or more. Like,
Yeah, that's hot.
it's pretty frustrating. Like, I'm not really sure what to do because I don't want to seem like a dick, but at the same time, it's like missing pay to me is a huge deal. That's wage theft. Like, that's actually a crime. Like,
Yeah, that thing that happened to me
I
last
wanted
month.
to.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, at any rate, the other cool thing though is because I do the 4 on 4 off thing. If I take 4 days off, it means that I get 12 days off because they don't make me do other days, unlike my last job. So just by using 4 days, I get a 12-day vacation. So theoretically,
Huh.
I could have 4 12-day vacations in a year if I really wanted. But then I would have like no other days off during the rest of the time.
Huh.
And I'm worried that if I did that, they would like put a stop to it. Like they would, I don't know. I feel like they would just come up with some rule to say why I couldn't or something if I fully used that ability. So instead, I took 2 12-day vacations off. I've got one now, and then I've got one. Can't remember if it's in May or August, but I've got another one, and then I just used the rest on kind of random days just to have 5 days off in a row. Whatever.
Well, that's hot.
Yeah, so a lot of, in some ways it's worse than my other job because on third shift before, I barely had any phone calls, so like maybe 6 or even 7 hours of my job was just me doing whatever I wanted, like
That's pretty cool.
reading or surfing the internet or even playing video games sometimes. Like I think sometimes I played Minecraft while I was working at least a couple times.
That's pretty funny.
But
That's cool.
unfortunately, my job now it's almost like a fucking factory job in the sense that it's just like non-stop, busy work like for 10 hours a day. So even with me getting more time off, I think it probably still is actually me working more than I did before, but
Yeah.
being able to get this big lump of time off is still better, and also not having the third shift schedule, but instead having a second shift schedule is better, although I still stay up way too late like I am right now. Normally, I would go to bed at 4:30 if I wanted to keep my normal schedule, but
Well, I'm trying to find newer and better work, and I'm working on just publishing the first issue of the Solid Porn comics. It takes like several days just to edit one page. And now what I do is while I teach my Palfish classes, I'm also I have my computer behind my phone. I teach on the phone, so I'm also editing the page while I'm teaching class. And because the phone is in front of the laptop screen, it looks like I'm looking at the right place. So but I'm actually just
when you say editing, do you mean colorizing it?
No,
or?
no, no. I'm talking about the edit, like it's the other thing I showed you. How do I say this? Like when I was moving words around or making the writing more legible
Oh,
or clearing up mistakes, sometimes mistakes in the
gotcha.
drawings, stuff like that. And one page took 10 days.
Oh
uh,
wow.
they usually take about 6 days. I'm almost finished with the fifth page in the entire book out of 36 pages, and a lot of other pages have already been edited a lot. Not complete to my current standard though, but you know,
That's cool. I was actually telling Alex literally, I can't remember if it was last night or the night before, I was telling him that I hoped you would just, in any way possible, even if it didn't make you immediate money, make your comic available because I feel like it would be of interest to some people somewhere, and even if you didn't get money from the initial thing of putting it out there, that it would eventually get you attention, which you
yeah.
then could convert into money.
Yeah, it'd be like
But
eventually maybe a form of passive income. Yeah, that's my
yeah,
goal. As long as my laptop doesn't die or something, then I hope to get the first book published by May.
that's awesome. How when you say published, do you mean online or like a physical book or?
Um, it'd be online. If I made a lot of money, maybe if I were really successful, I could maybe do a physical version in the future. Um, but right now I'm just concentrated on the on online because that's the only thing that's practical to me right now. But
Yeah, are you gonna have your own site, or how exactly are you gonna do it?
I'm not sure what the best way is, and I know I should be thinking about that. I mean, I am thinking about that, but I don't know where to go with that. I might just publish it on Amazon or something. I don't know if that's the best way, if that's a smart way, or if that's a
It's
shitty
too
way.
bad I don't really talk to Carrie anymore. I don't think it went anywhere, but she's an artist and she had an online comic she was doing for a while,
Oh yeah, I
and
forgot all about that.
I remember she read a lot into it, and she had like a whole website. Like if you see any of those online comics, like Saturday Morning Breakfast Cereal, or uh, I don't know. There's a few other kind of famous online comics that they just have their own website where you can scroll through the comics. Like her site was like one of those. Like it was really professional, done seeming, like, or at least was the same
Yeah,
quality as that. I don't know if she.
I forgot all about that. I remember her doing that though. Um, I don't know if I think like I'd have to like pay for a website, and I am really down financially right now.
Yeah.
Like I was just like before I paid my rent today, I was about to be in a state where I just eat rice for a month, uh, and maybe some eggs. Like that was the state I was in. But my rent was a little bit lower than I thought, so I was able to buy some more things, including olive oil and some like old used on sale bread, clearance bread, but it tastes good, so whatever. Yeah. So like the idea of a website, unless there's like something free, that's pretty far away from my
Oh,
capabilities right now.
Comixology. That's right. Yeah, I actually have a membership to that.
Comixology?
Like that. That's the Amazon's comic thing.
Oh,
I actually bought a couple comics on there one time, is why I know about it. But you can sell your comic on there, and I don't think there's really any barrier to entry. Like, I kind of learned a little bit about how that stuff works when I was trying to look into doing voiceover work or audiobook reading and stuff like that.
cool.
Um, and I think that they kind of function the same way, where it'll be a little bit of a pain where you just have to make your own profile and stuff, and you might have to go through some kind of something, but you can. They actually, I think, will even allow you to set up a print on demand thing, so you could have, if people wanted to, I mean, it might be prohibitively expensive, but if they wanted to, they could actually have a physical copy, or you could sell like a Kindle edition of it for whatever. I think you might even be able to decide the price and everything. Like
Comixology? Interesting. I didn't know that. I knew Amazon had something, but that was like a direct thing, like from the Amazon.com page, and the most I could charge for a book would be like $5 or $7 using that. But I didn't know about Comixology. I have to look into that because it'd be cool to have a Kindle version also, like, and then someday maybe have a physical version. And if I did a physical version, maybe color it. Uh, Maybe a different way than how I've been coloring for the last couple of years, though. Because that's a pain in the ass, coloring all of
And
that.
there's also, I'm trying to remember the name of the other. Let me try and look it up.
Comixology. Meow.
Webtoon is the other thing that I've seen before, which I think you can monetize comics on.
Cool. I'll check those out. I'll look into that. Yeah, I'll look into that. Uh,
I feel like Webtoon has a lot more manga and stuff, but I think that you can put anything on there. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, don't see the harm. Like if it's a bunch of manga, then my stuff might stick out more. Uh, who knows?
Yeah, I've actually been trying to focus on art-related things too. Like I've been getting together and organizing and recording demos and stuff of music. Like
Huh.
I finally decided that, I mean, for over the course of many years, I have like 100 songs I've written or something, and a lot of it is stuff where I just would record like a quick demo of it, and then kind of imagine I would, I don't know, add other stuff to it later or whatever. But
Yeah.
recently, I kind of came to the epiphany that I'm never gonna do any of that. Like I'm never, unless something happened where I had a ton of more free time, I'm just never gonna be able to, add in. I mean, I probably could add in extra instruments if I really wanted to put the work into it, but I'd rather just finalize them in the simplest way possible. And I could always add more later, but I'm
Yeah.
basically gonna make like several albums that are actually just demos. Like they're just all the demos of my music, but I'm just deciding that that's finished. Like
Yeah, that's
the
the
demo is
that,
the song.
that's the better way to do it. Because if you wait until all of it's perfect, then like it'll it'll never get done, and then or it'll get done, but no one will even know you exist. This way, if you release
Yeah.
demos and something becomes viral, then like that's not only is that more motivating, and it feels really good when like strangers who don't know you like your stuff. It also increases your chances of like I don't know making some kind of profit or monetization on it.
Yeah,
Like if
I
you
was
put it on
looking
Spotify or something.
into some ways that I could, yeah, try and do that, and um, yeah, right now I've just been focusing on like corralling everything together, like making lists of all of the songs and finding all my recordings to reference and
Yeah.
getting the lyrics finalized. And I've only just been recording demos on my phone, which I could probably even just call that done, but I have an actual good quality microphone, so I probably will go through the trouble, even though it will take much longer, to at least do a good quality microphone recording, and but it still would just be all acoustic guitar, like,
Yeah.
and yeah, like even the song, like some songs I really don't think would be good with only acoustic, but I'm probably just still gonna do them and
Well, that's another
just
thing.
get it.
Like it might not be very good to you, but someone else who's a total stranger might think it's good. Just like my art, like there are plenty of times where I look at something and I think it's a piece of shit, but then someone else, some total stranger, actually likes it, uh, and that might happen with what you made.
Yeah, it's also been kind of nice to go through and like I honestly didn't realize I had written so many songs until like I tried to amalgamate it, and make
Yeah.
lists. Like seriously, I'm gonna probably have if I don't know if I'll go through the trouble of making them all. Maybe I'll just see. Actually, weirdly, the most recent set of songs is going to be the easiest because I've been actually playing them recently. So I might release my like last album first, and then go back and try and collate the rest, because at least the modern ones, like, I don't have to relearn them mostly or anything. Like, I actually remember how to play them, and it'll be easier for that. So I might do that way, but yeah, I have enough material for at least 5 albums. Like,
damn.
About 35 minutes each, although I'm not sure.
You should
what
put that out on like Spotify and YouTube also.
Yeah, I was gonna do YouTube. In fact, I might try on YouTube doing separate videos for each song, and then also
that's a good way to do it.
One album video for like a video that's the whole albums, like, separated, because mainly just because I actually personally like when I find like a full album on YouTube. Like, I mean, I listen to them in playlist format too, but for some reason I really like when it's just one video, like, as well. So I might just do both.
Yeah, I think you should, because that also maximizes the likelihood that you'll get clicks on something. Yeah, that's a good thing to do both things.
Yeah, I'm also at some point I gathered up. Well, I had a lot of them stored away, but I gathered the ones that were loose, and I was thinking of like, it's probably not gonna. This is more just like, just to do something. I really don't think this will take off, but because for years, mainly at my telemarketing job, but then also when I worked at the office at Telecourier, I would just draw all these weird monsters at my desk. So I was thinking of like making an Etsy store and call it like Work Monsters, and just be like, buy real artwork created by a poor person while being exploited.
Hell yeah! Hell fucking yeah!
Enjoy these monsters that were born from
being exploited.
Frustration.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of time, like, to amuse myself when I was doing telemarketing, I would draw a weird monster and then I would name it after whatever person I was talking to on the phone. Like,
yeah, that's hot.
I probably will have to censor some of that, because I probably don't want real people's names, like, on the thing. I might have to black it out or something, because there's like definitely somewhere like I would just write the person's name under it, so there's just this weird monster, and it's like, Dr. Joseph Gerwig, or something like that.
That's hot. But yeah, it would definitely, especially with Etsy, because you're in the United States, you could take advantage of Etsy very well. Like I can't, because it'd be too expensive to ship things from Cambodia. But in America, it would work out pretty well for you.
Yeah, I also am gonna sell. I wanna. Well, my mom has a lot of jewelry she wants me to try and sell for her, so I'm gonna try to do that via Etsy and/or eBay. And then oh, also, like, since a few years ago I started smoking a pipe, and I started like buying antique pipes and restoring them because they're insanely cheap. But there's actually a market for restored pipes, so I'm going to start selling some of those too. I mean, that's not a huge amount of money to make, but in some cases, if you find the right thing and restore it, you can buy something for like $5 and resell it for like $200 in the right circumstance. But,
yeah, you could claim that it's Winston Churchill's pipe.
Yeah,
I think that's a great marketing strategy. And it should be signed by Winston Churchill also.
I could be like that one actual thing I saw on eBay where they were selling a pipe that they claimed was haunted by the ghost of a famous detective.
Hell yeah! I believe that.
They were clearly meaning Sherlock Holmes, that fictional character. Like, I can't remember, like, the description clearly was that they were describing Sherlock Holmes.
That's fucking hot.
The fictional character. What's also funny is they were selling 2 of them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, like, what are the odds that
They had two of
This
them.
person happened upon two different pipes that are haunted by
Holy
two
shit!
different famous detective ghosts.
That's fucking hot. I believe all of it. I'm an idiot,
That
by
was
the
like
way.
that was in the very early days of eBay. I think they might not allow people to do that anymore, but like, um, certainly in the early days of eBay, I would see weird shit like that all the time. People would claim to sell haunted items, or I mean, for all I know, it is still on there, and I just don't come across it anymore. But
Pretty funny. um, yeah, you should definitely open up. Well, I mean, if Etsy is the right way, you should definitely do that or whatever. Because I mean, you can mail prints of things. That's what Etsy's for. If wait, is that what you're going for though? To mail prints of stuff, or did you want to sell the stuff just purely digitally?
no, I was gonna just sell the prints. Like I don't
Okay.
really, I'll take good digital photos of the artwork. I don't really personally care that much about having the original or not because it's just doodles, and if I just take a photo of it, it'll be,
I recommend
you know,
scanning it
enough.
also.
Yeah, or that's what I mean. Scan. Well, um, yeah, either one. I'm just not 100% sure how scanning will react to some of them, some of the things, because I didn't draw everything in pen. I did draw most things in pen, but
It'll be fine. I mean,
a handful of pencil drawings.
I've been scanning my stuff for years, including pencil drawings, and it'll look fine.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess it was a photocopier and it was many years ago, but I seem to remember it giving this weird kind of silvery look to graphite.
Oh yeah, like photocopiers are pieces of shit. Like, I had like a nice HP scanner back in America, and now I'm using Epson here, which scanners are going to be a lot cheaper in America than in Cambodia. So you can find a good scanner.
Yeah, I need to get a scanner, and I want to get a laser printer for unrelated things. Oh, by the way, I looked up haunted items on eBay, and they still, for some reason, mainly dolls. There's hundreds of haunted dolls that they're selling. Some of
Huh.
them are pretty cheap. Some of them are only $50, and some of them are thousands of dollars.
God. Maybe I should get into that racket. Like the bull. Like
Just get random shit and say that it's haunted.
it's haunted by the
apparently-
Khmer Rouge, like Khmer Rouge dolls. I'll just
Yeah.
invent that.
Oh yeah, there you go. Like, use that genocide to make profit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I'll exploit the genocide for my wallet. Yeah, I'm sure like
And,
the local Cambodians will be proud of that. They'll be like, "Oh man, that's a good foreigner. He really helped us out with that one." God damn, man.
a lot of it has like keywords like witch, metaphysical, Wicca, spirit.
That's hot.
Real haunted active doll. Ooh, this one's active.
Ooh, they should like.
Warning, haunted doll, 18 plus only. Oh wow, you gotta be 18 to buy this one.
Oh shit, that's pretty badass. I'll make one that's like I'll make like a series of dolls, or buy a bunch of shitty dolls for $1 at a store and sell them for $200 and label them like the haunted by the ghost of Napster and Kazaa and things like that. Like, just because that's dumber, almost dumber, I think. And see if I can make a profit off that. That's a great idea. That's my idea, by the way. What?
Chatty Cathy has been kept in our basement in a closed binding case due to her malicious ways and bad intent. She has caused scratches to myself and a team member.
A team
And
member?
the mark of the beast.
The mark of the beast, whatever that is, yeah.
It also caused my partner to choke during our first session, where we had to call an ambulance.
Our first BDSM session where we were playing choking play, or whatever.
Happened to be a tangled clump of hair lodged in his throat.
Whatever the fuck, yeah. Like, they're either, they know they're full of shit or they're schizophrenic. Like, it's one or the other. They could just hang out with my stepmom. Ugh. Hot damn. How far away from the coast am I? But, yeah,
Looking at the person's history, and they've sold several different haunted dolls.
shit, Rick, I think you found a new racket. You should get into that.
Is the buy, $5 shitty dolls and then sell them for $700, which is what they're trying to sell this one
Man, like, and I guess I see why it's not illegal. I mean, there are people who are dumb enough to buy it. It's like, okay, well, here you go, you fucking moron. Like, like they already believe in something dumb. Might as well punish them by exploiting them.
for.
God damn.
Ooh, here's the haunted phone.
Oh, yeah. This is the black phone from that movie that came out last year. Hell yeah.
I'm looking at the completed listings. Most of the haunted stuff that sells is pretty cheap. Like, I'm not seeing any of the $700 ones that actually sold.
Yeah, you gotta go for
So
that middle
maybe,
ground. You gotta do the middle ground thing. Like aim for that middle where it's like you still charge more than what you paid for it, but you still get a profit. You gotta aim for that. Fucking stupidity. God, that's hot. Well, um, yeah, like I was saying before, you should definitely check out Etsy. You live in America, so that'll work for you. There's also there's another one. What's it called? It starts with an S. It's one where you can make your own website, and it's like for arts and crafts stuff and other things, including your artwork. What's it called? Shit. It's a competitor to eBay or Amazon. It's competing with eBay and Amazon. I can't remember the name of it though. It's really Shopify. Shopify. You should check out
oh,
Shopify.
right, yeah, I never look at Shopify.
I looked into it and I was pretty excited, but then it looked like they wouldn't like that I would have to print stuff and mail it myself, which means I would never make a profit unless a millionaire paid hundreds of dollars for one thing. Like I would lose money by selling artwork with Shopify
Yeah,
because of my location,
yeah,
which
that's
sucks.
irritating.
Yeah, I've had people on Instagram like ask me if I could buy my art also, which is irritating because I just have to keep telling them no, I don't have a way to sell it right now.
Surely there's some service that would allow you to um, sell a digital thing, but have it be physically printed somewhere else, and then
Yeah,
like at a place in the U.S. who would physically print it for you and then send it to
that's
wherever. There's gotta like I think that's how they do that print-on-demand book thing I was talking about earlier. It's like no matter where you are in the world, you order that like a print-on-demand book, just some warehouse in the country you're in makes it and mails it to you.
yeah. Um, I imagine it's easier to live in like a developed country though to do that. There might that by service might not exist for Cambodia,
Yeah,
and
I don't know
honestly,
how that works.
like like I'm trying to make as much money as possible this month. I'm pretty desperate financially, and like I'm not even, like they changed the laws in Cambodia for the visa stuff, and um, it was okay for me to pay a little fine for not having a work permit because I'm an independent contractor, so I can't get a work permit for working on the internet. But because Naga World Casino was basically importing human beings to be slaves, like they were taking people from developing countries or from China, and they would hold their passport and visa and all that stuff and force them to live in the casino and work there as slaves for like 12-hour shifts and not pay them because the casino had their passports. That was a big deal last year. Um, because of that, the laws changed, and it might be harder for me to stay in Cambodia, or it might cost more money. So I've been trying to make more money this month, and if I can't do it, then I might move back to America like before summer or during summertime. We'll see. So that's been going on, and I've been pretty frustrated and worried about that the last
Yeah.
little while. And so I've been trying to work more hours on Palfish, but the more hours I work, the more it's likely I'll get fired because all a parent has to do is make a fake complaint about anything. That's what happened to me in January. Like some kid's iPad malfunctioned and he couldn't hear me, and I knew it was the fault of his technology. It wasn't my fault at all because I had a class just before his that worked fine, and then I had a class just after his, and all the audio worked fine. But for his class, he couldn't hear me, even though I could hear him. And it happened in a class with him before, but they changed some setting, and then it started working in the middle of class. But this time, in January, they couldn't make it work, and then they reported it to Palfish, and then I got fined. And I got an automated message saying, please fix your device. And they took 2 classes worth of pay from me for that one class. So I lost like 2 classes worth of pay. And then before that, some kid or the parents got upset because I was coughing during class while I'm sick. I was sick. I had the flu. And they decided they didn't give a shit, and they filed a complaint. And then I lost 2 classes worth of pay because of that kid. So that can happen anytime. Like, the more I work, the more likely it is that I'll lose my job. Like, I can run into some piece of shit idiot who'll just fuck me over, and the company doesn't care. The company absolutely just always sides with the parents, and the word is out in China. Like, most people know that about Palfish now, so some people are scumbags and will take advantage of that. And if I get one more complaint within that 6-month period from December until May, I will lose my job completely. I got hired by another company because this French or Spanish guy in Cambodia was releasing a referral thing. Like, sign up and you'll get $50 like when you get your first class, like, and you'll get pay for that class on top of the $50. So I rushed to apply, but then it took them several days to accept me, and then by then the referral expired. And then he also said that you can make $15 to $17 an hour, but then when I'm finally hired, I find out that I can only make like $4 an hour. I'm like, shit, that's like a couple dollars less than what I make now. Like, what the fuck?
Oh wow, he must have he must get like a I wonder if it's some kind of pyramid selling deal where he gets bonuses for getting other people to sign up.
Yeah, probably.
And so, like, the real way you make money is just to go around and convince people to sign up and say whatever you want them to eat, whatever you think they want to hear in order to get them to do it.
Isn't it fucking hot? Doesn't it get you off? So that was pretty cool. Like 10 out of 10 in regards to morality for that guy. I was pretty hopeful for that job too, and I'm just hired. Like, they didn't even interview me; they just hired me. He told me, "Well, you have a white face, so you'll probably just get hired instantly." And then I was hired instantly after they waited to let the referral expire. So I don't even know if he got $50 from me. He was getting $50 for every teacher who'd be hired and teach the first class also, but because the company took too long with me, it might not have worked for me. But at least it benefited. At least other people got fucked over. And I told you about Lim Kok Wing. There's actually a lot that I didn't even write about in that Facebook post, like how the principal Jean Brule, or however you pronounce his name, he was going on about how he wouldn't hire someone who was openly gay or hire someone who was trans, and if he found out someone was openly gay, he would tell them to keep it quiet. And he also said the words, the literal, like, I was about to say, so the image of the teacher matters more than the quality. Like, I was about to say that, and then he said the image of the teacher matters more than the quality. Like, he flat out fucking said it. Like, he said the thing that's supposed to make him look bad, and he said it in a way where he doesn't think it looks bad, and it's just like really extreme. Because, you know, I typed that whole thing, and then the other details came later, like, came back to me, because there's a lot of shit that happened so quickly. And then when he's like, why would you wear a skirt? You're a man. And I'm just like, well, there are women wearing skirts. He's like, well, why would you wear a skirt? And I'm like, because it's more comfortable and I can't wear pants. Like, they just drive me crazy. And my skirt is pretty conservative looking, and I'm wearing I'm wearing shorts underneath, like shorts that I could wear outside. So it's not like anyone's gonna see something. And then he's like, well, so I should let all the women wear bikinis? I'm like, what? How does that analogy even make sense to you? Like, are you fucking stupid? Or do you know it's dumb and you just don't care because you're probably gonna get away with this? Like,
did you tell him it was just you trying to get around the fact they didn't let you wear shorts? Because, like, maybe he would have let you wear. Well, probably not. He sounds completely unreasonable.
No, he was totally unreasonable, and he he told me that one time a teacher wore a button up, a button up shirt that had like a little bit of color on it, like a little bit of purple or blue on it, and he got fired by the director like immediately. Uh, that's what the principal was telling me. I don't know if
Is
the
this
principal.
like a military school? What
No,
the
it's an
fuck? It sounds.
it's an art. It's supposed to be an art college. Yeah. But oh, it's 5:21. Hey, let's do this later when you have time. 'Cause I gotta get going.
Okay, yeah, I'll catch up with you later. I may be free tomorrow, and probably not for the next few days because I'll be doing birthday stuff. But yeah, then I have several days off still after that, so
Okay, cool.
we'll we'll figure out some time that works.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later, man. Caw.
Have a good one.
All right. Bye
Bye.
bye. Meow. And I'm gonna end the Twitch stream now. By the way, it's March 23rd, 2023, 5:21. See you later, Twitch. Bye bye.